Alright, hello and welcome to the week 3 of JDL Season 5 review. I'm joined by... Well, actually, it's just myself for now, but we'll see if anyone else joins. But for now, yeah, we'll just jump right into it. We've got to start off with Evan versus Skye. Skye has brought Alolan Persian, Terra Sui and Avalugg, Mega Venusaur, Terra Mantine, Sandy Shocks, and Slurpuff. And then Evan has brought Rabombi, Xurkitree, Terra Xurkitree, Blissey, Pelipper, Golden Go, and Floatzel. Let's just jump in right into it. Let's just get the trick, because I guess this thing was like meant to just live from Golden Go and get like the weakness policy boost off, and then just go away from there. Yeah, I don't know if we needed to. And that's unfortunate that we don't have Drizzle. I don't think we go for Roost there, though, but I don't know what the other moves were. I think we also, we just really needed damage. But, I mean, we get it anyway in the end. But that down goes... I mean, Pelipper's, I feel like, is kind of useless. I'm guessing it might not have had, like, it might have been Weather Ball or Hurricane. And yeah, I think without Golden Go, though, we're in a really tough spot for this Venusaur. Yeah. And, I mean, look at the amount of healing that this thing is doing. Jesus Christ. I mean, like, it's out healing the damage we do just from Leech Seed, which is kind of insane. And we have nothing that can really touch it, like... Like, we have to get really lucky on Paris here. And... in such a case... Yeah, it's like, might as well just reapply the Leech Seed Drought healing the damage it can do to you. Like, yeah, it's literally doing, I think, 3% on average. Which is insane. I mean, getting the poison is just nail in the coffin. But I feel like without Hurricane on Pelipper, / maybe even Golden Go, I feel like this thing's kind of just unkillable for our team. It just drains so much health from Blissey, which is crazy. Like, this Blissey does a good job of, like, holding on. But, I mean, we're out of soft boileds now, so... I mean, yeah, I think that just has to go to MVP to the Mega Venusaur. It just was unkillable. Up next we have Andro versus Dan. Dan has brought Crocodile, Terra Ceruledge, Iron Bundle, Electric Silvally, Mega Sceptile, and Terra Probopass. Andro has brought Terra, Rotom Frost, Obstagoon, Hitmonchan, Torterra, Suing Gudra, and Masquerain. I mean, that's a kind of lovely free. I mean, like, Ancient of Webs is gone off the bat, and that feels really good. You just get the... I think, yeah, start parting shotting. I do think... I mean, just getting pivoted out is really... Like, look how little that's doing. And with how low your attack is now... That is a decent amount. You kind of return damage. But, like, it's doing so little to Ceruledge. Edge. And I do think this is the right play. Like, we're going to sacrifice this here, but it's now lost all healing. I mean, that's just a little bit of an F up. That's a lot of damage. Like, yeah, the fact that we haven't terrored yet on Ceruledge is really good. And now you're out healing. I mean, this thing you're basically just trading now. And it has no way to actually damage Ceruledge. Yeah. So you can just Bitter Blade until it's... I mean... Yeah, it's forced out at 2%. Now it's your turn to Iron Defense Body Press. Dear God, that's a lot of damage. And I don't like going for the Stealth Rock there. We're kind of just sacrificing our Torterra. Yeah, Torterra. And then, yeah. Mega Sceptile just gets the Dragon Dance off and just wins. I mean, I feel like you can make a good shot for Mega Sceptile, but I feel like the MVP actually does go to Probopass. It just kind of really shut down this team's game plan and was part of like the duo that really took out the Hisuian Goodra was definitely the biggest threat on the enemy team, especially at that point. Okay, moving on, we have Lex versus Bacon Brawler. Bacon has brought Terra Zydog, Togekiss, Hisuian Samurott, Dusclops, Delphox, and Galarian Darmanitan. Lex has brought Terra Hariyama, Zeraora, Fortress, Walking Wake, Grafaiai, and Druddigan. And, yeah, losing that right away is really bad. Like, I think you really want to have your Eviolite on Dusclops and lose it on turn 1 sucks. Yeah, I don't think you want Hariyama in versus that Delphox. You don't want to take a psychic move. I mean, well, buy Delphox. And I think that's really bad because now you know it's Scarf Outrage, and I don't think this thing ever wants to be outraging. I mean, look how you're trapped in it now. Hariyama goes Belly Drum. And like you're trapped. You're a captive prisoner for, and you heal up. And just blow them all away. I'm a little bit confused on the order. Like I'm confused because like we'll live a Bullet Punch, and why don't we go to our Cranky Gong right away, or why don't we like try and burn it with Dusclops so it takes chip damage? Because our Dusclops is quite full. Because Dusclops also lives a Bullet Punch. But I mean that's a cut and dry Hariyama MVP for the battle. And moving on, we have Theb versus Crossbow. Crossbow has brought Blastoise, Starhigh Dragon, Vikavolt, Cinccino, Monkey Dory, and Mega Mawile. And Theb has brought Terra Regice, Terra Regidrago, Terra Regigigas, Regirock, Galarian Slowking, and Mega Camerupt. Going for the Trick Room right away is kind of ballsy. I mean, I think, yeah, versus the Trick Room team, I don't know if we really need to set up webs. And goodbye, Mega Mawile. I think this Regice has actually been, like, really good for Theb so far. And it's kind of just doing good damage. I mean, I don't think that's bad. I mean, we got a slow start, turns going. That's not good. I feel like we kind of maybe we should have just body pressed in front of, or not body pressed, body slammed in front of it. start fishing for those para turns. Which we don't actually get lucky on. That's just unlucky. But like we know it's locked into outrage. That's when I feel like we really want to go for a protect. Eerie Spell is a interesting pullout, but I fuck with it. Jesus Christ, Slowking actually does a lot. I think that's a like sacrifice we're willing to make. Also, yeah, Jesus Christ. That does a lot. Oh my god. I thought Slowking was supposed to be especially bulky. And yeah, I think we just need to attack with Dragon Energy. And goodbye. Wait, did all three of the red... Did all... Oh, no, that one did not. And then... I mean, I think Blastoise was phenomenal this battle, and I think it deserves recognition for that. Like, he kind of cleaned up, but also just did some good work early. Alright, moving on, we have Devin versus Parker. Devin has brought Mew, Mega Garchomp, Seismitoad, Crobat, Electros, and Terra Sneasel. Parker has brought Palafin, Terra Superior, Palmont, Toxapex, Terrabastodon, and Mega Audino. I think getting the Wish was, or not, the Super Fang was really good. That's unlucky para confusion. Oh wow, that is like nothing. Crobats is getting a lot of good value. It means it's taking Bastodon into half. It got Autonobit chipped. It's just getting really good value out of Super Fang. And with how much PP Taunt has, you're really safe to just keep spamming that. Unlucky crit. I'm guessing this is an AV Electros, so definitely could have taken the Para, or the Leaf Storm. Because what does Bastion have? Protect and Body. That's actually all we know. And I think Marker's doing a good job just not revealing moves that random. Okay, it is Terra Blast for if we Terra. Or when we Terra, I guess. And goodbye, Bastiodon. And that Mew is looking very threatening now. At least he talks it on. And that's really not good. Oh, I mean, yeah, good switch from Devin. And I think, yeah, this is a good move. Ooh. Oh, and goodbye, Seismitoad. That's definitely looks a lot better, like, sets up Palafin later for better. Or better for later. I can't speak. Let's level these little toxic. Go with Wish here is little balls because you're gonna start taking a lot of toxic damage. And you die and you lose your Wish turn. Oh my god, that does a lot. Oh my, the Volt Switch damage versus, oh, and goodbye Tox effects. And I think that's like a barely doesn't kill. I'm guessing we are either Ice Punch or no, we might be Banded, I'm guessing. Which I think just going for the chip is kind of the right play. Although now, yeah, Sneasel's in a lovely spot. It basically forces the Terra Fire. That's a really interesting play. I feel like I mean I think this is like the only out, I guess. Oh. And it like that was very lucky, but I think that's like kind of what Parker had to play for in that end game. Which is, I mean, like, it's very unlucky for Devin, but definitely, like, it was Parker's play in that end game, so, well played for him. I think that just goes to Superior for clutching up, though. Moving on, we have Hannah versus Zach. Zach has brought Melmetal, Terra Suicune, Archeops, Meganetric, Decidueye, and Chansey. And Hannah has brought Urshifu Single, Quagsire, Cinderace, Galarian Weezing, Terra Crown, and Mega Aggron. Yeah, I mean, this thing, like, Mega Aggron kind of just, like, shuts down every single thing Archeops could ever want to do. Actually, oh, that's really good prep. I gotta go for the Haze, because in case of this... this probably is just, like, sub-Calm Mind Scald Ice Beam, if I had to guess. Yep. I feel like we just click the... Oh, I respect that. Yeah. Do we get the Toxic off? Oh, okay, now we just go for the Haze. Yeah. Do we get the Scald Burn? Ooh, I hate switching into a Scald. It always feels like such a gamble. Yeah, I think this is like kind of the... Oh, no, you just click... I was gonna say this is gonna be the freest Fireball click of your life, but just U-turning also works. Yeah, I mean, Aggron's gonna force this thing out, and you get Toxic on Suicune. That feels lovely. I mean, instantly... I mean, I don't think you're too... I mean, obviously, like, getting burnt or parried on Weezing sucks, but, like, it's far from the end of the world. Do we just go to Quagsire? Quagsire's probably going to eat. I'm assuming this is, like, max Spadef. Oh, okay. Goodbye. Jesus Christ. And it just gets fatter. Look, I think you're fine with being... Yeah, you're so fine with being Spirit Shackled. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Mega Aggron just kind of blows it up. And, like, do you just body press on this thing then? Might not. Probably not, because you get... No, you get burned. Not ideal, but... You still could do decent damage. But then, like, yeah, Quagsire just kind of completely invalidates Suicune. That's really good prep from Hannah. And now Urshifu just gets to play the game. Like, I think that could have been a really good turn to Para, but I also just don't know. Oh my god, the Rocky Helmet is so good into Archeops because it just gets it into defeatist range way quicker. Because the thing is, like, oh, here comes Quagsire. The thing is, there's nothing Melmetal's going to be able to do to Quagsire. You're just risking a Skull Burn. And there it is. Like... Jesus. Yeah, this... I've seen a lot. I mean, it feels very much in Hannah's favor. It's kind of a... I guess a pity kill on Mega Aggron, but... Yeah, I think this thing kind of just cleans up, right? What's Suicune at? Maybe it just stays... Okay. But now we just go into Quagsire. Or Crown. Oh my god, like... Just having Quagsire with Water Absorbent Haze does not let Suicune play the game. That feels like what a lot of like Zach's been trying to play with as well. Oh my god. And then Weezing gets a kill. I mean, I think it just goes to, it's a clear Quagsire MVP. It just completely shut down both Melmetal and Suicune, which felt like the two main win cons. As far as MVP goes, I think it's just kind of cleanly got to go to for the week. I mean, it's kind of got to go to Lexus Hariyama. It was a just unstoppable force versus Bacon. Congrats to Hariyama. I'll be right back with the cheese highlight VODs. Okay, I'm back and start us off with myself versus Maggie. Maggie has brought Zygarde 50, Hatterene, Togedemaru, Gastrodon, Terra Breloom, and Crobat. I have brought Golden Goat, Quaquaval, Zeraora, Terra Believer, Blissey, and Piloswine. Yeah, I had the wrong team. Oh, I did not mean to go on hyper fast. I meant to go on fast. But I had the wrong team. I had the pre-changes team. Maggie made some changes going into week 2, I think, and basically I just had not updated them on one of the pages and forgotten. But it was basically I had like Quagsire, Medako for Gastrodon, which did affect my prep a little bit. I also make a mistake. I was calculating this thing to be like just more like bulk and not. I think I calculated it to be, what's it called? I think I calculated it to be like less bulky than it was. Yeah, also this is Trailblaze, which is a little terrifying, I feel. Although getting burned, definitely unfortunate. And I thought this Crobat would be faster, so... I mean, I believe it would be faster, as, yep, it was. And that, just barely clutching on. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I've been, like, holding on to, Arbolivis Terra so it can do that. And Make It Rain does some good shit. Unfortunately, I couldn't just go for the kill because I was worried Zygarde would come in. Unfortunately, Maggie kind of prepped around that and goes for the, what's it called? Leaf Store. Or the Coil. Or the U-turn. I can't speak. It's late. That's very... Also, this is a really good set. Scale Shot, Coil, Iron Tail. Like, just really good. And I think the last one was Thousand Arrows. For some reason, I was calculating this without loaded dice, and I really should have been, because obviously it had loaded dice. And yeah, kind of just good for Maggie. I mean, I think it's kind of obvious. It's Zygarde. Alright, moving on, we have Soul versus Aquacam. Aquacam has brought Rillaboom, Galarian Darmanitan, Galarian Weezing, Thievul, Cinderace, Terratheevil, Cinderace, and Runerigus. Soul has brought Terravenomoth, Mew, Tapu Bulu, Cobalion, Thundurus, and Komala. I think this thing's actually getting like decent value. Just getting the kill is nice. I don't know how much I like that it was just kind of burnt like that though. I do kind of fuck with the Grassy Seed as like prep. Although man, I wish we had a setup move, I guess. Yeah, Tinted Lens does damage. That's kind of unfortunate. This is gonna be just a comedy of errors in a way. I mean, that's just oh yeah. I think going for the Wish really awkward there. I think we do really need to attack when we see the thing behind sub because, I mean, yeah, now it just runs away with the game. Like even that's through grassy terrain. Yep. Yep, that's kind of just gotta go to Galarian Darmanitan. Alright, moving on, we have Azoof versus Ellie. Ellie has Terra Iron Hands, Mega Aggron, Togekiss, Greninja, Diggersby, and Delphox. Azoof has Shaman, Arcanine, Raikou, Mega Mobile, Slowbro, and Galarian Corsola. And that's unlucky. And we get Stealth Rocks up, and basically this thing's fucked now. It takes like no damage to Corsola. Corsola's hard going to chip it down. Like we're not going to have enough turns to escape. We do 3% to it. Yeah. Sorry, 5%. And we're dead. Like, that's a really good... Like, that would stop Mawile otherwise, and now we're... Or, like, maybe, like, fuck with Mawile, and now it's just completely gone. And I feel like we should have been sending Gren on this in the first place, like, for a free Dark Pulse, essentially. But instead we sent out Aggron. Oh, goodbye. Yeah, I feel like, again, like... I feel like we have better switch-ins for like some of these mons than what we're choosing to send in. This is a good one. That's a good like switch-in. Also, yeah, wow. Raikou takes like, or Delphox took like nothing there. Oh, that's really good. Now we have to deal with Sucker Punch though. Are we Culper Berry? No. And I'm really confused why we're wishing there. We need to attack this. Also, why are we not sending in our Terra Fire Iron Hands to deal with this? I'm really confused. And we get kind of bailed out by the Play Rough Miss. So for Battle Bomb boosts, this should... I'm assuming this Dark Pulse kills something. Yep, Raiku's down. But we're in the extreme speed range. I mean, I don't know if we needed to Terra there. Like, we only take 30. And we still have better typing versus Like, we're not going to do that much to Corsola with... Like, Terra Blast is going to do more, yeah. But now we're Whirlpool weak. We can be Strength Sap. I also, like, with how many turns as well, I feel like if we had leftovers over Citrus Berry, we would have actually gotten more value. Especially since we only had the one-time recovery, otherwise, it seems. And yeah, I think that actually kind of goes to Galarian Corsola. And moving on, we have 2 more battles. We had an FF this week again in this division, so only 5 battles, obviously. And so, moving on, we have ShootingGoats versus Silent. ShootingGoats has brought Terra Swellow, Rabombi, Iron Crown, Jellicent, Sandaconda, and Terra Hitmontop. Silent has brought Latios, Sandy Shocks, Terra Tauros, Paldea, Durant, Mega Venusaur, and Slurpuff. That's good. Lovely. I mean, I think the fact that if they have defog, it's on their. If they have removal, it's on Latios, which definitely kind of sucks. I've also awkward belly drum because. Oh, maybe not awkward. Oh. I think Goodbye Goat's playing around to like getting that in range. Good, but Sandy Shocks, or not Sandy Shocks, Sandaconda though. Oh my god, that does so much. And then yeah, the sand from Sandaconda just kind of like really getting that value in. Goodbye. But then I think, yeah, Boom Burst might just... Because this is at, like, what, like... Yeah, 19, yeah. I will say, I think it kind of has to go to Sandaconda. I think that, like, Sand Chip really helped secure a couple... It's secured, like, two different kills. And I think was just really crucial in, like, helping secure a win. So congrats, Sandaconda. And up next, we have our last battle of the night. Resident versus Violet. Resident has brought Mienshao, Terra Diancie, Vileplume, Skulldurge, Terra Articuno, and Hydreigon. Violet has brought Palafin, Cloyster, Gardevoir, Ferrothorn, Vigavolt, and Terra Blacephalon. Oh my god, that's Chip. Also, I fuck with the Infestation being contact move kind of feels wrong, but I understand why it is. And that's resisted, by the way. I guess we can just, yeah, go for Chip and then die. This also isn't Trace, which feels wrong. I guess Synchronized, probably. Also, this is an interesting set. Uh-oh. I mean, I really like the weakness policy, but then we just get parried. And then we got a Spadef drop. Oh yeah, synchronize. And then we just get another one. And another one. And a para. So if we got another one, that'd be crazy. But like we're getting a really good value out of Articuno or out of Gardevoir. And yeah, I think just I think Blacephalon might just clean up at this point. But I think that kind of just goes to Mienshao. Just it doesn't, but I think Vikavolt gets the kill now with like Thunderbolt or anything really. If it doesn't, Palafin does. Palafin kills with Jet Punch. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think that kind of just goes to Gardevoir for shutting it down, but I do think the 6-0, the 6-0ing 5-kill Zygarde kind of has to get the MVP. We do have a few changes that were submitted for this week, and we'll go over real quick. Bacon has dropped Zygarde 10%, Porygon Z, Delphox, Vileplume, and Dusclops in favor of Mega Beedrill, Espeon, Arcanine, Palossand, Electrode, and Oinkologne. With Terra Captains, Espeon and Arcanine. Espeon is Dark, Fire, and Fairy. Arcanine is Normal, Steel, and Ghost. I think I like the changes. I think we lost our... Oh, no, we kept Hitmontop, so we have our spinner still. Okay. I'm a bit unsure about... I mean, I'm not a big Mega B fan, though, so we'll see how it does. I think the Arcanine Terra types are good. It's got a mix of, like, defensive and offensive with the Terra Normal for E-Speed. I'm just confused about the Dark on Espeon, because I think Espeon's a good, like, just, like, special attacker for this team. I'm just confused on what the Terra Dark's for. Like, I feel like Terra Fighting would be better. But overall, I think these changes could benefit. The other team that made changes for this week was Andro. Andro has dropped Obstagoon, Hitmonchan, Diancie, Torterra, and Arbok for Aromatisse, Eldegoss, Maushold, Absol, Mega Absol, and Toxicroak. I think it gives you some more win cons. I think like Mega Absol and Toxicroak are good win cons. Maushold as well. Maushold brings some more utility as well. I think Aromatisse is really solid in this format. And Eldegoss has Rapid Spin. So I don't know. I think you'll get good value out of these. You have Dio Speed still. You have... what's their high tier Terra Captain? They have one. They don't have Blacephalon. Do they have... Is it Android? I think Android actually is the Blacephalon, isn't he? I guess... Yeah, okay. Yes, you still have good win cons. I think overall it's a good change. It's good changes. And the other change is that we had Killer drop. Killer lost FF to Guy and then told me that he was dropping. So starting week 4, Derek will be taking his place, and Derek's new team replacing is Urshifu Single, Mega Garchomp Superior, Terra Superior, with Terra Fire and Stellar, Doughblade, Miltank, Alomomola, Enamorous T, Mega Beedrill, Mesprit, and Rotom Fan. I think this team looks pretty fucking solid. You got some really strong win cons, some really good utility mons. I think this team would love a spinner, but you have some defoggers. You can have like Mega Beedrill for fast defog, Rotom Fan as defog, and I think Terra Rotom Fan's a really good like secondary Terra Captain. Superior can fit it as well. Superior only usually brings like 2 attacking moves, so you can definitely do like mix in like Synthesis, Leech Seed, Glare, and defog. So I think this team should be fine, but yeah, Derek will be playing Violet for week 4, and we'll see how that goes. And that concludes it.